Ladies and gentlemen, this is obviously a historic day in the history of the Denver Broncos, and to say that we here at Bronco headquarters or our fans around the world are delighted that John is going to announce that he's going to play the '98 season would be a gross understatement. So without anything further from me, John, it's all yours.
Everybody keeps congratulating me for coming back. The thing is, I never left. As time went on and you know, things kept moving on and the soreness went away and you start thinking about, you look at the highlight films and those type of things, you start getting excited about it again.
Let's go! Let's go!
The bottom line is I wasn't ready to quit competing.
Spread black left slot. Stay here. Spread black left slot 62. Option left shoot in on 1-on-1. Hurry up!
I didn't want to go through a year of not being able to compete.
Red 98! Red 98! Hut!
Until that clock says 0, 0, 0, I'm gonna give you my best shot and give you all I got. And I think that that's made me what I am today.
Red 25, set hut!
When I leave this game, I'll always be able to look back and say that I gave you everything I got for 60 minutes, and if you beat me, you beat me, but I look forward to playing you again.
585! 585, hut! Hut!
John Elway's 15-year NFL career has been defined by his late-game heroics.
When a game was in the fourth quarter and he had the ball in his hands, he just had a special way of thriving on the clutch moments, so to speak.
Well, what can you say? Only Elway can pull that off.
I suppose there was going to be that little asterisk behind his name that he didn't win a Super Bowl, and now that is out.
The Broncos are world champions.
He was going to be one of the greats of all time anyway, a Hall of Famer anyway, and he's going to play again. You know, they have a good team. Maybe he's going to get back there, but I think now he's done it all.
There will be some people, I think, who all of a sudden now think John's a great quarterback, which is pretty stupid on their part, because he's always been a great quarterback from the day he picked up a football until the day he puts one down.
John Elway and his twin sister Leanne were born in Port Angeles, Washington in 1960 to parents Jack and Jan. John always blended in with the children on the block. All that separated him from the other kids on Joanne Lane was his accurate right arm.
You know, little boys, they'll pick up anything and throw. And all the little boys in the block would throw things. The only difference is John was more accurate. John would aim at something and hit it.
What few mailboxes we had along the street here, well, I bet you John hit those 9 out of 10 times when he'd throw at them. He didn't miss very often. And the same thing with the telephone poles. They took a beating.
I saw Dick a few years ago and I said, you know, Dick, if John had listened to us, we both could have ruined his career. Because he did. He really did like to throw things.
Jack Elway's coaching odyssey took his family to Montana, back to Washington, and then to California's San Fernando Valley, where Coach Elway had just one criteria for picking a new house.
He was going around and interviewing all the different football coaches in the San Fernando Valley about the offense that they ran. He just happened to buy a house in that area so that John could go to Granada Hills High School and have Jack Newmeyer for a coach. That's how we happened to live where we did.
John Elway brings out the Highlanders at the 47-yard line.
They sure do, and you can bet that they're going to open up quick like they usually try to do in a game. Go for that quick bomb and get on the board.
Their head coach, Jack Newmeyer, you know, threw the ball in high school 35, 40 times, which was very unusual, and so I was excited about playing quarterback, getting to throw the football.
He's going to throw, going long, the pass is complete.
Talk about coaching and teaching, and that's what I think coaching is teaching. He realized that it was a lot more fun winning than it was losing.
Elway back to throw, got a man open, going in the end zone, it is touchdown, Granada Hills! And the people just cannot believe it.
And he did a lot of the same last-minute, wins like he does when he's with the pros. So I've just been watching him forever.
Let me tell you what happened. There are 13 seconds left to go in the ball game. 39-35, and can you believe it? And he has 432 yards, and he has 4 touchdowns.
You're a coach, and you're a father. As a father, you can get pretty irrational or not objective about maybe how good your son is. And I looked at her when we were leaving the stadium, and I said, I wonder if he's as good as I think he is. And she looked at me and said, well, you don't know nobody does.
After completing 60% of his high school passes for over 5,700 yards and 49 touchdowns, John Elway was the nation's most highly recruited prep athlete. He chose Stanford, and it didn't take long for this gifted QB to showcase his extraordinary talents in front of the entire nation. Not only could Elway rifle the ball anywhere, his mobility and ability to improvise made defenders look like the Keystone Cops. But of his many great collegiate escapes, one went down in Stanford lore as simply the play.
That one, I was in big trouble. I mean, I was 40 yards from the line of scrimmage, and I'm going, oh my God, I am in deep, deep, deep trouble. You know, Margin just kept running. Kenny Margin, thank God, kept running. We got behind Ronnie Lott. We went over the top of Ronnie's head, because it's funny, because every time I talk to Ronnie, I say, hey, make sure you stay back. So that was kind of fun.
Completing 62% of his passes for over 9,300 yards and 77 touchdowns, Elway set 5 NCAA Division I-A passing records before graduating with a degree in economics. However, his arrival into the NFL stirred controversy when Elway rejected the team that made him the first pick in the 1983 draft.
We had been in discussions with him 2 and 3 months before the draft that I was not going to play in Baltimore, that if that came to it, I was going to play baseball for the Yankees, and I was fortunate to have an option. We didn't want to come out and offend the Colts right off, that I didn't want to play for Frank Cush or Robert Irsay. We didn't want to come out in the paper and say that. We were going to exercise that option if it came down to it, and we did.
The Colts traded Elway's rights to the Denver Broncos, who signed him to a $5 million contract. His every move was scrutinized that first summer and often became front-page news. There was also a complicated new offense to learn.
Let's go I-right, 74, I-right Ray, 74 flare, 16 waggle left, hot right, wing turn in on 2, ready?
But in the preseason, number 7 quickly proved to be a good investment. Ready or not, by the start of the regular season, Elway was Denver's starting quarterback.
You know, it's tough being thrown to the Wolves right away, but I think that if you're thrown to the Wolves, you learn so much quicker, and as long as your confidence doesn't get shattered, that you learn so much quicker playing than you do standing on the sideline and watching.
I think in the long run it helped me. The experience helped me, even though it wasn't a lot of fun sometimes going through it. Especially that rookie year when I didn't play very well. I went from a $5 million man to a nickel man in a real small amount of time.
For the first time in his football career, John Elway struggled. In week 2, the Colts got their revenge. Soon the rest of the league was feasting on the rookie's mistakes. Through the trials, there were signs of promise. In a late-season rematch with the Colts, Elway played 3 horrible quarters before teaching Broncos fans why they should never leave their seats in the 4th quarter, especially when number 7 is still on the field.
And Elway with some protection, throwing it to the end zone for Sampson. He's got the ball.
Mile High Stadium witnessed the first of many miracles to come as the rookie rallied his team with 3 touchdown passes in the final 11 minutes.
4th down and 2 Broncos. Elway is back. Here comes the safety blitz.
Elway's performance demonstrated character that would carry the Broncos into a promising future.
Touchdown! 4th and 2, and the Broncos get the touchdown to go ahead. I think that's what the Broncos paid $5 million for. I would say.
John Elway built his reputation on never giving up. and in the years to come found fame and fortune on both the gridiron and in business.
Here's Johnny. Let me show you my corner. You want to see something cool? Yeah! Come check out my place. John Elway. There's a car out here with your name on it. And mine, too.
What's so special about this badge?
Get the badge.
It splices, it dices, it makes julienne fries by the dozen.
Come see John Elway. He'll give you a deal.
Is this a great place or what?
Ooh, this one's got a wheel.
There's my ride. Gotta go.
Elway's got the car for you.
No single player has ever symbolized an NFL franchise more than John Elway. Long before Denver had Major League Baseball or a National Hockey League champion, number 7 was the confidence that Broncos fans brought to every game.
Who's gonna win?
Broncos!
Sure?
Yeah!
What makes you so sure?
John Elway's the quarterback!
There are many pillars supporting John Elway's legend, but none is stronger than his amazing right arm.
I've seen Elway because I watch him, I like him. I think he's a great quarterback. He's the best quarterback I've ever seen throwing 40 yards down the field.
Elway, throw that ball.
Between people, he can throw it so hard in there that it's hard for a safety or a man to move in on it.
Elway, throw that ball.
That thing was another blue darter. That was a Rich Gossage fastball right down the heart of the plate.
Elway, throw that ball.
John Elway threw that ball a long way.
Boy, he did. He just cocked the arm and let it go.
Elway, throw that ball.
Elway's going to roll out that
There
way.
has never been a marquee NFL quarterback who could match the combination of Elway's cannon arm and foot speed.
I think the thing that separates him from anybody else are his physical abilities. I've never seen a guy who could take a busted play and turn it into more big plays than he can. And I think that's what separates him from the rest. His ability is as good as anybody's, but his ability to improvise is better than anybody's.
5 receivers again with Elway in the shotgun. Elway will step up, look for a play now, twirls around, still has the ball, throws into the end zone. It's going to be caught. Touchdown, Denver. What he does better than anybody else? He does that better than anybody else.
He had Fran Tarkenton's legs and Nolan Ryan's arm.
You can really hear the crowd a lot of times, you know, because if you got the ball and someone's getting close or something, here comes the audible level, whether they're cheering for you or if we're in Mile High and they're going, look out. I think that helps a lot. Plus, you hear footsteps. You know, you can hear it when they're getting close. You got those 325-pound guys. They're not in ballerina shoes. They got those cleats on, and you can hear them stomping around you.
Elway running to his right, and the flag's down. Throws the pass for Sewell. It is tipped. Booth Johnson gets it out of the deflection. Touchdown. Broncos get the 22-yard touchdown the hard way.
Like the legendary Harry Houdini, Elway's greatest escape nearly defied belief.
Here comes the blitz. He steps away from it and lets the pass go long.
Are you kidding me?
He's gone for a touchdown.
You're kidding me.
Shannon Sharp makes the catch. Elway was submerged, jumps up, and throws a strike to Shannon Sharp at the 4-yard line.
Boy, you gotta be kidding me. This is a great throw. This is about as good a throw as I've ever seen him make.
Probably my favorite play of all time. We're up in Seattle, and they're blitzing us, and we don't have a guy from middle linebacker, and here he comes, and he's going to knock my head off, and I ducked at the right time. He went flying over the top, and I had all go routes. Everybody's on a go route, and I just, got the ball to Shannon, made a good throw, so that was definitely one of the highlights of my career.
Elway's escapability frustrates defenders, but it also makes him a bullseye.
We're going to get John Elway's head on the tape.
They love me.
Play some defense out there. Send the cheerleaders out to play for you. can smack Elway with some pom-poms out there.
Hands on Elway. I gotta get his ass.
25, set it.
Elway, short drop, pressure on from behind. Elway sacked, ball pops free. I think Jacksonville has it. Elway still down to the field.
He's been knocked down, but it's almost impossible to keep him out.
And now, John Elway, the good news for Bronco fans, out on the field.
I can't believe he's still in there. He's out cold.
In 15 NFL seasons, number 7 missed only 10 starts, an amazing record of durability, especially when you review John Elway's greatest hits.
A lot of times when you don't see them coming, they happen so fast they don't hurt. The ones I hate are the ones you see coming, you know you're going to get killed. The ones I remember against the Redskins is they were playing the Bear defense where they had the 2 outside linebackers coming off the edge, and both those guys are never blocked. And these guys both just leveled me. There's one that I see all the time, and I think it was in Cleveland, I think it was in the championship game, when I'm up in the air and I throw the ball, and he hits me about halfway up, and nothing hits the ground before my back. And anytime you get the wind knocked out of you, no matter how many times it happens, you never think you're going to take another breath of air. Kevin Green was a great football player, but he just absolutely leveled me. And the good thing about him is he asked me if I was all right after he did it. I said, yeah, I am. I appreciate the thought, because a lot of guys wouldn't do that. They'd step on your face mask when they're getting up.
I'll tell you that. They said it was a wind knock, though. That was my head. Did it knock you out?
Good job, buddy. I was seeing stars.
Hey, man. Boys are offside, okay? Hold your water. Brown right, brown right. Fox 2 run on 2 on 2.
To keep defenders off balance, Elway uses his cadence.
Red 98, hot, hot, hot,
Shotgun. And the Patriots jump offside. Elway's got a free down. He throws it long up the far side, looking for Vance Johnson. Touchdown!
No quarterback has ever been more effective at this subtle ploy. He's so good, in fact, defenders have always cried foul.
You know, the really good ones at it are really cheating. They really are. They're breaking the rules. John Elway is probably the biggest violator of the rule in the game. His shoulders shake and he bobs his head and he puts his hands out like this, and that's illegal. He can't do, John, you can't do that. You just can't do that. And that's how he gets a lot of his offsides penalties.
Of course, there are 2 sides to every story.
I remember pulling Billy Ray Smith off sides, and it was when he was coming on a blitz. Move! It's that situation where he wanted to get to me bad, and he thought he had our cadence timed, and it was at this point in time where I changed it up.
Hit the screen! Red 28, hot,
Absolutely. Yeah, and it made me look bad, and I'll never forgive him for it.
Defense, number 54, offside.
Huddle up. My fault, fellas. Let's go.
The cadence has been an effective weapon for Elway, but sometimes it's been a 2-edged sword.
Sometimes you're concentrating so hard, it's on 2, it's on 2, it's on 2, and he goes, ah! And then you just try to get off, you know? It feels like somebody's just, like he's got his hands right on your butt and he's just shoving you out there, you know?
Huddle up, huddle up.
Now, I've jumped before, too, where all of a sudden you see it, you know, I'll get up the line and know I've concentrated on calling on.
Texas on 2, don't move 2. Hurry up! Hurry up!
But then all of a sudden you get up and you're looking, we got a pass play call, and I'm looking for something in the secondary.
You ready, Broderick?
All of a sudden it's different than what I thought I was going to get.
Red 25!
So now I start thinking about that.
Red 25, set it!
There's no question I've pulled out so many times.
I'm waiting on Broderick, and I forgot. Oops, my fault.
If I'm going to jump on them, they're allowed to jump on me twice as hard.
Oh, 2. Everybody's on 3.
No, it's 2. That one was 2.
I'll tell you, go. Brown right slot, 34 strong.
and try to get the snap count. Whatever you want with the
We've
snap.
got to have the advantage, and I think with the way defenses are and as talented as those players are on the defensive side,
It's on three, don't move, Rick.
you got to have every little bit of advantage that you can have, and snap count is one of them.
Red 25.
Elway on the count.
Red 25. Set hot, hot, hot.
Here's Elway to Davis. Terrell straight ahead into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver's ahead.
Great job with that snap. Got him off balance.
John Elway always seems to give the Denver Broncos the chance to win. He has it all: a powerful arm, great agility, and the confidence that on any given play, he can slip into another supernatural gear and save the day. He fights hard for every inch of every yard.
And what went out right here? Look at it. That's what it is right there. You're so full of bull.
Many have great ability, but few have ever had Elway's heart.
He's a great football player. He's a role model to young kids. John is probably the most competitive person I've ever been around in my life. He wants to win at everything.
Elway shoots. The forehead save. Elway, rebound, score! Oh, my!
Nice shot, Johnny. Thanks.
To the world, he's a hero. And he's more reliable than your local weatherman.
Rain. You know,
You live here, you know. Tell me.
I would say no.
Few have ever done so many things to help his team succeed. And no one ever attacked winning with more passion or persistence.
And we like to thank the Indianapolis Colts for 15 years ago making that dumb move, giving us Mr. Elway. Thank you very much.
Come on. Yeah!
Well, John, to me, is one of the most fierce competitors I've ever been around. He doesn't know how to lose. There's only one thing that matters to John Elway, and that's winning championships. And he's going to be in the Hall of Fame someday, and he understands the reasons why.
No quarterback has ever won more games coming from behind than John Elway. It was a trait he learned from watching his childhood idol.
I was a big Roger Staubach fan. He was a guy that was a great athlete, could move around, and I always enjoyed his competitiveness. A guy that, if there's anybody that I idolized, was Roger Staubach.
Well, the Cowboys need a miracle, as we said. 2nd and 10.
He'd be the best role model anybody could have.
Again, Staubach has him in the shotgun formation. Roger pumps and once. He's going long. Down the near sideline for Drew Pearson. Pearson makes the catch at the 5. Touchdown! Would you believe it?
Like Staubach's Hail Marys, Elway's miracles also seem heaven sent.
Hey, let's say we need it in there. We need to get in the end zone, all right? Keep your hands in, no mistakes. Far double wing left, 8 right, 371, X stick, wide looking on, right? Be ready, Rod. Rod Smith.
Well, they're going to throw the Hail Mary here with 6 seconds to go, feeling it is outside of Elam's range. Elway's in the shotgun, steps up in the pocket, looking long. Here goes the pass. Rod Smith up. He got it! Broncos win! Time has run out. Unbelievable.
Elway made an art form out of winning football games in the closing seconds.
A lot of this crowd is already left. It's an uphill climb, but you think they learn.
It's never over till that final gun goes off with this guy.
With number 7 out there, you're right. We still have 1 minute and 55 seconds. Denver has all of their timeouts. Do you believe in miracle? Elway lets it go to Jackson. Touchdown! Jackson makes the catch just inside the goal line and inside.
In 1992, Elway beat the Chiefs with 2 touchdown passes in the final 2 minutes of play.
Elway's got the ball to the end zone. Vince Johnson, touchdown!
Well, I tell you, unbelievable. Never say never.
each of his NFL record 45 game-saving drives, Elway has overcome desperate situations that made the outcome even more remarkable.
3rd and 20. This is for the game.
Let's see what Elway has in his bag of tricks here.
Spin ace left trick, all right? Just sit it. Scramble right. 16 rush for a wing 7. On 2. Me.
When you do it that much and you run around and you try to make some plays and plays break down, the guys that I was working with, it happened enough that they had a great ability to find spaces for me and get open, and then linemen peeling back and buying some more time.
He's going to let it go long, and Mark Jackson is there. 50, 45, 40, 35.
So it really, because it happened and we did it so often, that we became pretty good at it.
He's hit and pulled
The master of the Twilight Rescue Mission, Elway is the Rambo of the fourth quarter.
This is the game right here, 4th and 6. This is the game. We need this.
You can say what you want to. I don't think I want anybody back there except number 7.
down to 1:28. Elway, he's got some time. Flushed out, rolls out, being chased. Here's Elway, first down at the 35-yard line.
Needed that. We needed that, boy. Spread blank right slot.
3 plays later, another 4th down.
And this time 10.
But with the game on number 7's shoulders, the only question was how would he save this one?
God, come on.
Here's the 4th down and 10 play. Elway's got the ball. John is back, runs up out of the pocket, lets the pass go. It's caught. Johnson to the 40, 35, 30, 25.
Unbelievable. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I don't think I'd believe it. That's a great feeling, though. You got to remember this feeling. You don't get these feelings very often. You know? You got to get into another win. I'm telling you, we can do it here because of John. Yeah. This guy will go down as the greatest come-from-behind player in National Football League history.
We always have a chance to come back. Number 7, has this magic about him, and he's done some amazing things for us in the fourth quarter.
Well, he gets in this situation. It's a bitch. Be a tip or something. All right, let's go. Be alert for the tip. Need a tip ball is what we need.
Viking fans are trying to create a ruckus, and they better make it real loud. This guy is a seasoned veteran and doesn't rattle easily.
28 counting. Elway drops straight back, fires into the end zone. Ball's tipped in the air, and McCaffrey, touchdown!
If coming from behind is the test for a quarterback, John Elway has set a standard higher than anyone who ever played the position.
And how do you like those Broncos?
But one comeback will always stand as his masterpiece. Trailing the Cleveland Browns 20-13 late in the 1986 AFC Championship game, the Broncos were in big trouble.
And the Broncos are 98 yards away from where they need to go. Still 5 minutes to go, but they need something out of this drive.
Come on, Johnny!
A berth in Super Bowl 21 was at stake.
All right, 7, baby!
Denver needed a touchdown just to send the game to overtime, but it was here that John Elway took over.
17 waggle right.
Along the way, Elway overcame a 3rd and 18 situation, a hostile crowd, the clock, and the cold, to orchestrate a 98-yard journey that will be remembered in NFL playoff history as the drive.
42 seconds to go. Broncos at the Cleveland 5. 3rd down and a yard.
Come on, guys. Come on. Stick it to him, baby. Stick it to him.
The snap to Elway. The look. The throw. Touchdown to Mark Jackson. 98.5-yard drive.
I always remember the one I threw against Cleveland because I threw that one hard. Especially when you see it on film and you see, I think it was Harrison's hand that just missed the ball when it was going through there.
Mark Jackson's cradling catch of Elway's bullet sent the game into overtime, where Denver finally won. By the decade's end, Elway had taken the Broncos to 3 Super Bowls, each time by beating the Cleveland Browns.
I was not well liked there, so one of the great things was when Modell moved to town, I was no longer the most hated guy in Cleveland.
Getting to 3 Super Bowls in 4 years was fun. Playing in them was torture. The Super Bowl came to haunt John Elway, if not define him. In 3 attempts, his Broncos lost by a horrifying average of 36 points per game.
You know, and the farther we got behind, the harder I tried, and the harder I tried, the worse I played.
Dang it! Stupid, John.
The worse I played, the more points it turned in for them.
The fact that no other quarterback could have taken those teams to those Super Bowls was little consolation, especially after the last one.
It took a while to get over that one, because we kind of went into a little hole after that.
A loss in the 1991 AFC Championship sent the Broncos into a tailspin. Head coach Dan Reeves was replaced by Wade Phillips, a defensive specialist who understood the importance of a talented quarterback.
I got to give him some coaching advice. He need a patient wife, a loyal dog, and a great quarterback. Not necessarily in that order.
Elway's confidence soared when he was reunited with his former college offensive coordinator, Jim Fossil.
Cover a lot of singled up stuff, a lot of man.
Really?
Yeah.
Just about 5 this week then.
Yeah, so we send Shannon, we just send him where?
He goes motion weak.
And runs the seam from there.
No, he goes out and runs a run route. X has a go. The halfback has the scat seam read from here. The halfback's the guy coming out of that. And then he's got a shake.
His orange glasses off. Knock him down.
How much you give me if I knock the orange glasses off? Let's have a good period, huh? Let's go. Let's finish strong, huh? We need to pick this up a little bit. Let's be sharp.
In his 10th NFL season, this new wide-open offense increased Elway's productivity.
Set hot! Hot!
On the ball! Hey, let's go! Clock it! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
24 crazy! Louie! 24 crazy!
Armed with more weapons and given more flexibility to call his own plays, the Broncos rolled up a lot of yards and scored a lot of points.
There you go! 23! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go on the ball. Oh, plenty of time. Good job. Way to work. On the ball! Yeah, go ahead. Go flood. Go flood. 22, flood. 22 on red! Out!
Elway in the gun. He's got some time. There's the pass going long. Johnson, touchdown! 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 Yes! And the Broncos strike in a hurry.
Way to work! Way to work! Good job! Way to work! Good time!
Elway was putting up big passing numbers, and the only question now seemed to be how long could he keep doing it?
John Elway has been the heart and soul of this football team ever since I've been here. And with that in mind, I think the better we do, the longer John's going to play. And so, you know, I hope he plays forever, but I have to be realistic. All I want is another 10 more years.
One play at a time, all right? One play at a time and make that the hardest play of the game.
Number 7 still made the plays only he could make, and he could still bring his team back in the fourth quarter.
24-21, and it sets the stage for an Elway fourth quarter comeback if he can do it. Here's a count by Elway. He's got the ball. He has to run up in the pocket. Throws on the move to Milburn over the 40, 45, 50-yard line. John Elway making it happen.
Half right, quarterback 42, 4-on-1.
We need another receiver, John! We need another receiver!
Number 7 made this offense work, even when it was short-handed.
I'm on the line. I play with 10. I'm on the line.
They got 10 men on the field. Elway's going to run it up the middle. Flag is down. Elway scores. Elway scores a touchdown.
Denver's offense had never been more productive, but the same couldn't be said of its defense, which frequently had trouble stopping opponents, especially when they had to.
The Chiefs need a touchdown and need to go 75 yards.
Come on, D. Come on, D. Make a play for us, Kenya. Come on, baby. Come play. Somebody make a play. Somebody make a play. Somebody make a play.
Montana looking right, firing a pass that a leaping grab. Willie Davis, touchdown, Kansas City. Kansas City takes the lead with 8 seconds left.
Oh my goodness.
After a losing season in 1994, Elway was presented with his 3rd head coach in 4 seasons.
Mike Shanahan will have full control of football operations. That's what I want him to do. So it's my great pleasure to introduce the new head coach of the Denver Broncos, Mike Shanahan.
The only one smiling bigger than Pat Bowlen on this day was John Elway.
You want me to look at the crosser and then throw the screen, or?
Always look at the crosser in case it's man. Okay.
Right.
And if it's not there, throw the screen.
Easy. Easy.
Shanahan began surrounding number 7 with a talented supporting cast and found ways to maintain the effectiveness of his 35-year-old quarterback.
Hey, John! John! Hey, John! John! Set your feet! Set your feet!
Back he goes, has some time, and now he's flushed out, but he's going to buy some time. Dances over the middle, lets it go long toward the end zone to Pritchard. Yes! Oh!
Elway began topping the record charts more than Elvis.
John Elway's just gone over 40,000 yards.
Better than the records, Shanahan's attack helped the Broncos start winning again.
This offense is pretty cool because you're never in 3rd and long, you know what I mean? Just in case you have a couple bad plays. Such a different brain and mindset.
When Terrell Davis blossomed into one of the game's premier backs, Denver's offense became the most effective attack Elway ever directed.
It's nice to know that to win a game and have a big drive, that John doesn't have to do it all. We don't have to put it all on 7 shoulders.
Here's the 3rd down play. Elway passing. McCaffrey makes the catch.
What a great catch.
Oh, man. McCaffrey
Bounced it up and then snagged it with one hand.
That is John Elway's 26th touchdown pass, and that is a new career high for him.
Throughout the 90s, the element the Broncos had lacked most was defense, but not anymore.
Why you always come over here after y'all score?
Oh, you keep the heat on the
Best quarterback in the league. Right. Ain't no.
Roll these out.
Right, John. Hey.
Denver's defense turned nasty in '96.
He got drilled.
And the Broncos won a league-high 13 games.
What's up, Bono? How you doing, buddy?
Hanging in there, baby. Hanging in there.
By week 13, the Broncos had wrapped up the AFC West and home field throughout the playoffs. Playing with the best team in his career, Elway reached another milestone on his journey to the Hall of Fame.
Okay, before we talk, this game ball goes to the guy that today just managed to win more football games than any other quarterback in the history of the game, John Elway.
It seemed the road was leading back to another Super Bowl, but then Jacksonville came to town. In the most stunning postseason upset since Super Bowl III, the expansion Jaguars shocked Denver 30-27.
When we lost to Jacksonville at home in our backyard, I said, you know what, we're not the best team. So sure, I was disappointed, and it was a lot of work, and expectations were so high, but if we're the best team, we don't lose this game.
After the devastating defeat, the Broncos went for a makeover. There was a new logo with new colors. They also surrounded their 37-year-old quarterback with some new and more talented teammates. But in the preseason, it looked as though the Duke of Denver had fired his last bullet. When Elway tore a tendon in his right bicep, the one player the Broncos could least afford to lose was in serious doubt for the regular season. But driven by a chance to return to the Super Bowl and finish some unfinished business, by the 1997 season opener, Elway was back.
All right, buddy. Come on, man. All right, baby. Welcome to the good side.
You know that's right. Hey, the same you did me for 9 years. All right. If you have to. Red 2800.
There was nothing wrong with his mobility or his arm. And on the road to another Super Bowl, Elway would have a lot of help. With over 1,700 yards rushing, Terrell Davis finished second only to Barry Sanders and shouldered much of the offensive load. Even a ferocious defense was making Elway look like a pretty good quarterback.
If there's anybody that's ever found out about the quality of a team and how it reflects on the quarterback, is this year for me. All of a sudden, I was a great quarterback just because I was on a great team.
Great teams have fun because they win. And with 11 wins by week 13, the Broncos were having a ball. With a little help from his friends, Elway threw a career-high 27 touchdown passes while passing some other milestones on his way to Canton.
Elway just passing Fran Tarkenton, and he moves into second place all-time in passing yardage.
Guy today went over 50,000 yards in second and all-time passing. John Elway.
But such achievements were nearly crushed by 3 losses in their final 6 games. Denver didn't even win its division and entered the wild card playoffs against a familiar opponent. The Jacksonville Jaguars were back in town, but if it looked as though the sun might set on the career of one of the game's brightest stars, number 7 would prove otherwise.
Jacksonville looks like they'll rush 4. No, they bring 6. Elway dumps it, and here goes Rod Smith. 30, 20. You can forget it.
Elway helped Rod Smith get the Broncos going, and Terrell Davis in the defense kept it rolling.
Bam! Bam! Handoff, Davis running right side. Davis is at 5, touchdown!
The Broncos earned revenge 42-17, but a week later in Kansas City, they found themselves trailing in the 4th quarter.
Hey, let's go now. Now the pressure's on. Okay, give me 0.
Huddle up, huddle up. Red right F short, 18 Bob on it.
It's 3rd and about 6 inches for a touchdown.
Here's the play of the game.
And the lead for the Denver Broncos.
Where are you going, right up the middle?
Yeah, to the right side, right side.
Red 98 hot.
Handoff, Davis right side. Terrell squares his shoulders into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
Instead of Elway winning it at the end, it would be up to Denver's defense.
Here they got to go for the end zone.
Gerback has him up at the line of scrimmage. Clock is running. This is 4th and 2.5. This is the game.
Slant! Come on!
Gerback, plenty of time, into the end zone. Pass is going to be knocked away. Incomplete. Incomplete. The Bronco defense holds.
Yeah!
The Denver defense has done it. Denver returns to the AFC Championship game. They'll be in Pittsburgh next Sunday.
The AFC Championship was billed as a duel between Pittsburgh's young and talented Cordell Stewart and Denver's aging superstar John Elway. But with 2 touchdown passes in the 2nd quarter, number 7 won the shootout.
Throws in the flat, one-handed catch by Howard Griffith inside the 10. Inside the 5 to the pylon, touchdown! Oh, what a catch by Howard Griffith out of the backfield.
Come on, offense, let's go. Come on, we got
Elway, roll right, same play. Fires the end zone, touchdown. Eddie McCaffrey, same play. Boom. Touchdown, Denver.
Great job, John.
His clutch play would help the Broncos wrap up the game.
Steelers have all 3 timeouts left, and this place is going nuts.
Quarterback keep pass right on.
2 minutes left, 3rd and 6 for Denver at the Bronco 15-yard line. They lead 24-21. Snap is good. 5-man rush. John throws. Pass caught. First down on the 30-yard line. Shannon Sharp. Biggest first down of the year. Elway to is short for 18 yards.
John Elway and the Broncos were going to their 4th Super Bowl, only this time with a totally different mindset.
The focus has got to be on winning that game and not just being happy to be in it. When you play like we've played in the Super Bowls, obviously we haven't done something right. But, you know, I didn't know. Heck, I was young back then when we went. And now I'm not.
By day, number 7 faced the pressure of the upcoming title fight with the Green Bay Packers. By night, he faced other pressures, like those that come with being a husband and a father.
I'm number 7.
We want to have a family. We want to have it in a hurry so that they could kind of live part of my life in football if I was lucky enough to have it last long enough that they could enjoy football.
You guys will fight about who's getting what.
I don't know. How much do I have on it?
I don't know. When you put it on there, it tells you how much you've, what you use and how much you have left.
Okay, can I go try?
Yeah.
Not only him, but my daughters. My 2 oldest daughters are my biggest fan.
Nice. Get it down.
I mean, they really understand the game, and it's really a great thrill.
All right, Vinny.
You're going down. You're going down.
You guys are going down. Hey.
You got that wrong.
You're going down. You're going down.
Competition is a way of life in the Elway clan. For John Elway, his family gives him a needed break from the mounting pressure he will face in San Diego.
Good luck. Thank you. One more to go. We get this one, we'll be in pretty good shape.
Denver's return to the Super Bowl in John Elway's 15th season made him the nation's sentimental favorite. But throughout the week, his return would also evoke some painful memories of the past.
This one's sort of a tough one, but can you tell me what it's been like being on the short end of these 3 games?
I don't consider them failures. I mean, we lost a game, but I think if you look at those years, it was a heck of an accomplishment for us to get here, and we didn't play well when we got here. So I mean, I'm proud of the fact that we got to 3 Super Bowls. I don't care if we won or lost. I'm proud that we did what we did, and even though it didn't work out, I'm proud of the fact that the great years that we did have.
How has your game changed with age?
I think that, what I've lost physically, I've made up mentally, and probably not as good a player, but a better quarterback now than I was.
Elway's counterpart in Super Bowl 32 was Brett Favre, the league's 3-time MVP, and a quarterback with a history of playing well in big games. But armed with the best team he'd ever played on, Elway at least knew he had a chance to battle the defending world champions on an equal turf.
I won't imitate you too much over here.
Elway arrived at this Super Bowl with something he lacked in his previous 3 visits, a top-notch running back.
All I wanted to do was win. That's the bottom line. If we didn't throw the ball 1 down, it'd been fine with me, but I just wanted to win. I didn't have any problem. I just knew that we had to pick up some 3rd downs. That was going to be my job, and that we were going to run the football going in, and that was more than fine with me because I'd been on the other end of 3 of those Super Bowls, and so whatever it took to get us over the hump, and that was running game.
Elway, handoff, Davis into the end zone, touchdown!
Terrell Davis answered Green Bay's first touchdown, and Denver's defense attacked the Packers' MVP. It would take a courageous performance by the entire team to win this game.
What's that? You can't see. Okay, just do this. You don't worry about seeing on this place because we're going to fake it to you, the 15 lead. But if you're not in there, they won't believe we're going to throw the ball, okay?
A play fake to Davis worked to perfection and enabled the old man to roll out, then roll in for a touchdown. In the third quarter, Elway provided the defining moment in Super Bowl 32.
Plenty of time for John. Now squeezes, steps up in the pocket. Elway can run.
Come on, John, come on. Come on.
Inside the 10, head first. He flies off the 5-yard line.
My goodness. You want to tell me the 37-year-old man doesn't want to win this game?
Man, oh, man.
That sacrifice, oh, man.
You know, they weren't too worried about me running, so when I turned it up, the first thing I did is look to the sideline and try to find where the marker was and find out what yard line I had to get to. And then when I got there, I mean, I don't know, it was just a reaction. I didn't even think about it and went over the top with my 3-inch vertical jump.
The greatest 8-yard run in Super Bowl history by John Elway on third down.
I was a little discombobulated when I got spun around. And actually, it felt like when he hit me and it spun me around, it felt like I went forward more because centrifugal force or whatever it may be. It felt like I went forward.
Yeah!
I looked at the sideline. Our sideline was going nuts, man. I've never had an adrenaline rush like I had after that run.
Elway established the attitude the Broncos needed to win. Then Terrell Davis pounded the point home.
Touchdown, Denver!
The Broncos would have to beat the champions to become champions. But when Brett Favre tied the game in the fourth quarter, the stage was set for pro football's greatest comeback quarterback.
Let's go strong right slot. C left, 19 toss.
With 24-24, and we run on the field with 3:45 to go, I'm saying, boy, this is all I've asked for is right here. This is my whole career right in front of me with 3 minutes to go. All I wanted to do is just be in the football game at the end because the previous Super Bowls have been such a blowout that I just wanted a chance in the fourth quarter.
Powered by Super Bowl MVP Terrell Davis and the game's best offensive line, Elway embarked on a 49-yard march that would become his 45th and biggest game-saving drive.
Okay, we got what we want. Perfect. We got exactly what we're outside. Go, 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 go. There you go. Yeah.
Handoff, Davis, left side, behind Howard Griffith. Nice hold, Davis, 50, 10, 5, Davis! TD to the 1.
We got to score the touchdown.
Fox 3 run, John.
John, you want to move, Coach?
What's that? Strong right tight, zoom F left. If not, we stay in I right, go Fox 3, I right tight. They're in base, I right tight, Fox 3 run.
Come on, Chief. Red left, red left. Fox 3 run, on one, right?
And the hearts are pounding in Denver. Nobody but Terrell here. Elway. Long count. Davis into the end zone, rocking, standing up. Can you say Denver is in the lead?
Terrell Davis and his 3-touchdown MVP performance was the hero. But the story of Super Bowl 32 was John Elway. On this Super Sunday, substance, not style, was his forte. For 14 previous seasons, statistics had earned him nothing but a nation's sympathy. He'd had plenty of that. Now it was time to win a world championship.
Suck it up, man. Let's suck it up. Right near 95 a week. What's that? Ready?
But now, Brett Favre had the football, 1:45 on the clock, and not much field to cover. All John Elway could do was watch his defense determine his fate.
One play to the championship. 4th and 6 for the 31. Blitz is on. Favre hit as he throws. Pass is going to be incomplete. Denver holds. Denver's going to win it.
When that thing finally hit the ground, I mean, I'm jumping up and down, and I mean, I can't believe it. But then I'm looking at the clock. I said, "Oh no, we got one more snap."
Go offense, up. Offense. Offense, let's go.
And I've taken 50,000 snaps in my football career, and I went right to our center, Tommy Nail. I said, "Tommy, make sure I get this ball." So I wasn't totally elated until I got that last snap and downed it. I get shivers when I think about it. I could have never dreamed that a win could be so sweet, and the weight off our shoulders was unbelievable. And it was 10 times more than I ever thought it would be.
John Elway has won more NFL games and engineered more fourth-quarter comebacks than any quarterback in history. But on a day when his teammates carried him instead of the other way around, number 7 achieved his greatest distinction.
That game, and to finally get that win, made my career. You couldn't have written a better script. I wouldn't go back and change one thing about my career now with the way it's gone with this. I wouldn't win any of those other 3 because this one's so special. And the Broncos are going to win more after this, but it'll never be like this.
World champ. I'm so proud of you. You know how good that nice ring's going to look on your finger.
I can't tell you how much that meant to me to be able to say,
This one's for John.
he's been the franchise for 15 years.
I'm a lot more comfortable with how I'm going to be remembered now that we won a Super Bowl than if we hadn't. Because if we hadn't won that, you know, I'd have been the guy with 4 losses and had a great career but never won the big one. So I think they'll be able to concentrate on the fact that if they look at me, that I was a competitor and, you know, maybe not always played the greatest, but always gave his team a chance to win and never gave up until the clock ticked down to 0-0. Finally did it. I can't believe that.
And it's just like we're in a different world. Oh, we did it.
You damn Skippy. Finally did it. Come on in here. Yeah. You damn Skippy.
This is such a big deal, I might even buy.
Looks sweet. Whoa, smile, boy. Man, I thought this was just a picture or something.